You know how long it's been?
Hmm?
I don't know what episode it is.
130.
I hope so it is. Holy shit, we didn't forget about these.
No, they're still here.
They're still here. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of V-Time, episode 133. It should have been like 140 by now, I think.
Probably.
But we got an interesting episode for you today. Don't let the towel fool you. I'm sorry. That was 100% clickbaity, so I apologize for that. But there's a good reason we put that tile there. Before anything starts, we do need your help. We are, at the time of this recording, 387 subscribers away from 10K.
Woo.
For those of you who might not know, I fly back home June 16th. So if we can get to 10K before I go home, that'd be great. Legit, all right?
I mean, it's not like you're not going anywhere, but you are going somewhere.
Yeah, but celebrating 10K here would be nice.
Oh, yeah, just on the case opening. Just
Exactly. So please help us. Find people, recommend us. Come on, we need to hit 10K before I go. But that being
if
said,
I can do it, we can do it too.
Exactly. So that being said, we're gonna start this V-Time. We're gonna cover Festival Collection. We waste way too many stuff. Premium Collection looks cool, but we're gonna leave it. V Collection looks cool, but we're gonna leave it. We're gonna save for next week's leaks. We're just gonna cover Festival Collection real quick because there's some interesting stuff, and then next week we're just gonna keep going into V and so forth. We're gonna talk about set 6, the trial decks, and that should be it. We hopefully shouldn't go for an hour-long episode, even though we haven't been doing this for a while.
You're so close.
Duh?
I'll tell you later. I just realized, I think the product stream starts the first week of June.
Dude, if we hit 10K at the product stream,
Anyway. But I'm saying, like, product stream drops, right?
Yeah.
We're probably going to start seeing the trial deck leaks right after.
Yeah. Help us get to 10K, please, and thank you. All right. That being said, if you're interested in buying any cars from TCG Player, please use our affiliate link down below.
Your purchases through this link help support the channel so we can bring more great videos like this straight to you guys in 1 second.
Oh,
There.
yeah. Or buy plane tickets. Anyway, with that being said, we're going to go straight into, not technically the leaks, into Festival Collection. We're just going to cover the triple rares. There have been some really good double rares here and there, but we're just going to look at the triple rares, see what all the nations or all the archetypes, what kind of support they got. So, Alex, start us off with Dragon Empire.
Got Blaze, Sealed Blaze Dragon Irishira. Auto, when this unit is placed on rear guard, perform all the following abilities according to the arms on your Vanguard. If you have a right arms, it gets plus 10. If you have a left arms, you get a counter plus 1 and call a grade 1 or less card from your drop zone to rear guard.
So another way to get Trick Moon.
Yes. Or even funnier is if you just really, like, in a pinch and you need to make a
board out of
full
nothing. It's basically it's almost like it's a soul charge 1, counter blast 1, get 2 cards, get 3 cards on the board.
Yeah.
Anywho, really good card. Ayush, I had it. Ayusha.
Because tight.
I know, right? Yay! Honestly, a really good card. Basagara really needed something like this. Like, it had decent grade 1s, it had the Strict Moon, it had its arms and all that, but never had a really good grade 2 to go with the deck, and now it does. This bad boy becomes a 20K on its own. You're always going to have something to boost it. So with a Trick Moon, this is a 45 column.
That flavor text concerns me.
Oh, Jesus, where is it? When the sun and moon cross paths, a bright future waits for the world. I mean, we got Trick. We're not going back to that. Anyway, moving on. Another great, really good card for Dragon Empire.
You want to cover it or me?
You got Dragon Empire.
Okay, cool. Blaze Maiden Amelia. Auto rearguard, when your Vanguard with Nirvana in its card name, if you have a Vanguard with Nirvana in its card name, and your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, cost counterblast 1 and put this unit to your soul. Choose a card with Nirvana in its card name from your hand. Write it as stand. If you rode, you cannot ride by card effects for the rest of the turn.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're at grade 3. Cool. I'm at grade 4.
Pretty much. It's basically letting you jump all the way to Grade 4 Nirvana and do your shenanigans a lot faster. It does cost a CB. Luckily, it puts itself in the soul, so that's... Like, it's overall an amazing card, in my opinion.
This is it. I'm going to go first, right? No, I'm going first. No, I go first.
You're right. I love how they also premium-proofed it by saying, yeah, you can't ride for the rest of the turn, because I feel like some premium cards would have abused the living shit out of this.
Also, I love the fact that you can go Grade 4 Nirvana. I'm going to ping you a damage. Use a skill. Ride Grade 4 Nirvana. Ping you a damage. You can technically hit them with 2 damage of effects just off doing the skill.
Hold up. Jesus fucking Christ, hold up.
Because it says Grade 4, Grade 3.
It's not stopping you from riding and then riding with the effect.
Yeah.
My fucking God, yeah. If you have, if your opponent's at 3 damage and you got 3 CB to spare, you can ride ability. Here's a trick star, take a damage. Call ability, put the soul ride. Ability, counterblast, take a damage. Here's a trick star on the board.
Oh, now you're at 5 damage. Now we can do the dumb stuff.
I feel like that's a waste of CB, but at the same time, it's possible to do it, yeah. God fucking damn it. All right. You look forward to playing as this card in the future.
I mean, we're going to have more Nirvanas possibly coming down the pipe. Also see with this.
Oh, yeah. I haven't told you. In the next coming days, you're facing this.
Oh, I figured. That's what you meant by that. But I'm talking about, like, in set 6.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah. We'll get to set 6 here in a bit and tits. We're going to go move on to the Dark Stage triple rares, and we got Desire Devil Dofund. It's, of course, a Greedon card, hence the Desire Devil name. It's a grade 3, and I've honestly forgotten its ability, so let's see what it does. Auto, when this unit is placed on rearguard from hand, if your Vanguard is Greedon, full name, has to be full name specific, so if you get a different Greedon down the road, oh well. You may Soul Charge 2. I love it already. Auto Rearguard, when this unit attacks, if your soul has 2 or more Greedons, the full name, cost counter +1, and this unit gets critical +1 until the end of that battle. I like it. I like it a lot. I think the CB critical is a little bit hefty. It's if you see you can do it and you can push, it's a good one. But overall, I like the Soul Charge 2 aspect of it. I really like the Soul Charge 2 aspect.
It lets you do the whole dumb, get the 10 soul like you've been wanting to
Dude,
for a while.
get the 10 soul, you get the 15 on Greedon, you get to do Bunny a little bit easier. Overall, it just fixes the deck, in my opinion, a lot better. And it's like, oh, yes.
It's
not a grade 3, though. So,
But,
Man, give me your 3 attacking Greedon any day. Moving on, we got some support for Bruce. Honestly, love the art. Not much of a fan of the ability. We got Diabolus Madonna Migan. She's a grade 2, 10k, auto rearguard when this unit attacks. If you are in Final Rush, this unit gets power 10k until the end of the turn. So if you think about it this way, she'll on the second swing, she'll definitely be a 30k because you swing once, you gain 10k. You swing the second time, you gain 10k because Bruce is, resetting your rearguards. But other than being a beat stick for Bruce, she doesn't do much else. Which is my problem with it.
There's other cards that are beat sticks, technically, so.
Yeah, like, if I wanted beat sticks, I'd build a different Bruce deck. Right now, Brainwash is doing some stupid stuff with Pandemonium Tactics, so he's already a beat stick on his own. Like, he gains the 20k that she gains just from Pandemonium, and then Pandemonium on top of it gives another 10k, and, it's just...
Exactly.
I feel like she's a good card. I might try to... Well, I'm definitely going to test her out because of what we're going to be doing in the future, but... Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe when I put it in a deck, it's going to get better. Moving on. Yes, Brandt Gate. I got this. All right. We didn't get grade 4s. But we did get second versions of the secondary right lines that were in the anime, mainly Orfist and Zorga. And let's look at Orfist. Why won't we? We got Cardinal Dominus, thank you. Orfist Regis. Right? Right.
Yes.
Still a grade 3, still a 13k, but oh boy, did they change everything how that deck works. My Bronco Orfist cannot run this, but oh boy, there's an Orfist deck that can. Auto, when this unit is placed on Vanguard, choose up to 1 world card from your hand or drop and put it into your order zone. You don't pay the cost, you just put it in there. Auto Vanguard, when this unit attacks, if your world is Abyssal Dark Knight, +1, discard a card from your hand. For every 2 world cards in your order zone, call up to 1 Shadow Army token to rearguard, and this unit gets power 5k until the end of that battle. Oh, let me just...
You okay over there?
I love them.
So, cool thing. He gets, cheat in an order, so you can play 2 orders a turn, technically.
Yes, if you ride them.
Yes, which means you don't have to pay the cost for that order, too. So, the order that gives your Shadow Army tokens 5k when they come in
doesn't count to sell. The order that draws your card is now free. The order that makes a Shadow Army token is free.
But the fun fact of, you can play 2 of that give +5 to an
oh, yeah, you
token
can basically, any token that comes in is now plus 10k.
On enter, which means, the token he's going to make when he attacks also becomes in because I'm doing 10K.
Exactly. And he's still an 18k on his own, which is good. Like Orfist, whenever you're Abyssal Dark Knight, he's an 18k attacker. Mm-hmm. He costs a CB, but he makes, instead of CB2 making 3, he makes, X number. Now let's actually put it into perspective. If you put this Orfist in your deck, in your ride line, mm-hmm. by the time you ride it, you should have 3 worlds. Which means on his swing, you'll only be able to make 1 Shadow Army token, which is still not bad. You get basically 4 attacks in the turn if you do it right. If you run the original Orfist and then ride this, you will get 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, which means by the time he swings, you can make 2 Shadow Army tokens on his ability. Why does this matter? For people that play Orfist, you already know where this is going. For people that don't, there's a card that got leaked in set 2. Set 2. That's literally says when it at the end of the battle it attacked, retire 3 Shadow Army tokens, restand this unit. If my memory serves, it is not a once per turn ability. Which means if you play this right, you can have that thing keep restanding. Now it is only a 15k, which means you got to find ways to give it power from other resources, mainly drive checks or persona rides. But still, you have a restanding rearguard that keeps swinging. Mm-hmm. Fucking love it. Fucking love it. I can't wait to test this out.
It's going to have to be a very tight balance of your resources, though.
Now that you can ditch orders, it's a lot more easier to do. And it really comes down to, is he in the ride line or is he like a grade 4, you ride him after the first one? I think we're going to test them out in the ride line, see how it goes, see how it tempos, because that will give you more options to ditch cards, more this and that. And
also, you don't have to worry about the having an order and drop later down the road because you can just discard the orders for its cost.
Exactly. So we'll see how it happens. Overall, I fucking love this Boba. So now I have an aggro Orfist deck and a bunker Orfist deck. Yay! Speaking of, I won't say aggro and stuff. We're gonna look at some jail stuff for Brandt Gate. Mm-hmm. I don't remember if Discord or the other double rare was something stupid.
I think it was the other one that was stupid.
I'm honestly gonna try to find a double rare after this.
No, it was this one.
It was this one.
It was this one. I was reading it. Yeah.
Aurora, Battle Princess, Launcher, Carleen. I think they kind of started going away from colors. They ran out of the rainbow. Grade 3, 13k with 2 continuous abilities. Continuous rigor during the battle that this unit attacked. If your opponent cannot call normal units to Guardian Circle nor blitz orders from their hand. Wait a minute. Mm-hmm. Hold up, let me read it full. Continuous trigger. If 5 or less of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, this unit cannot attack. So she's got a big restriction, but hold up.
Dumbest.
Your opponent cannot call normal units or blitz orders, so they can only use triggers.
You can only use triggers on his attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the other one was still more stupid.
What was it?
I don't remember. But still, this is an amazing card because you're basically giving your opponent an ultimatum. They can't PG this. They have to use triggers. And they can't use blitz orders. They can, it basically eats their triggers. So if you have 2 of this in the front row, it's basically my Bruce deck.
You can only PG the Vanguard.
Now imagine if you're 10 cards in bind with Grade 4 Snow. Now they're double critical. And you can only use,
And they have 25 power?
Yes.
Yeah.
At that point, they would have had there would be basically 38s.
38s, you can only use triggers.
Exactly. Like your hand goes fast. I think it was this one. All right. Yeah, it was this one. This is the only grade 2 I want to cover. Aurora Battle Princess Barrage Ruta. Auto rearguard. When your opponent's unit is retired from rearguard or guardian circle during the battle that this unit attacked, imprison that retired card in your prison.
Oh yeah, that is pretty dumb.
Yeah, that is pretty dumb. Just put this on the front row. It's like, you're either going to take this attack or you're going to put shit over there.
It's like, cool, this is double critical. You're going to die or you're going to give me your things?
Dude, I think this one's going to see more play than grade 3. The grade 3 is cool, but I think this one's going to definitely see more play because people are going to try to get rid of it fast.
This one also doesn't have a restriction on what's in your prison for it to do it. So you can grade 2 rush them with this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fucking love it. Anyway, last card from Brandt for the triple rares. We got a Gravidia support in Gravidia Peters. I don't know why I said Peters. Peters. Grade 1, auto rigor. When the attack, this unit boosts hits. Choose up to 2 meteor cards from your drop zone and put them on the bottom of your deck in any order. If you put 2 cards, retire this unit and draw a card.
I mean, it's ways to get your meteors back, and it replaces itself.
Yeah, people are currently running the Soul Blast 2, put meteors back, and all that. This one I want to say is better.
But it isn't on hit.
It isn't on hit. The reason I say it's better because the other one you basically got to prep. You got to do a whole turn where you use your meteors, and then the next turn you got to use him, and then the third turn is where you can actually get those meteors back into yours. So it takes like 3 turns to cycle the meteors back. With this, put perfect world. Put 3 of these in the back row, or even just put 2 of these in the back row behind the rear guards and not the Vanguard, because people usually guard Gravidia because she's double critical. So now the meteors that you just used for Gravidia's ability in that turn, if they let the columns hit, they're going to go back to deck. So the next turn you Persona ride, you're going to put those meteors back in there.
But late game, here's my issue with this. It's not a hit, which means late game, if your opponent's, say, 4 or 5 damage, they're more than likely not going to let this hit, right?
Well, late game doesn't matter. This is early game 100%.
But I'm saying when it gets to late game, this is a dead card because it's never going to hit. And if you have all your meteors out of your deck and you're not playing this over the other grade 2,
you can still. Well, what's stopping you to still play the other grade 2?
I was thinking that you were saying earlier about this is better than it. That's what I was thinking.
I honestly do think this is better than a grade 2 in the early game because look at it this way: you're at 2 damage. I'm Gravidia. I got like maybe 4 meteors in there or 5. I don't know what. I swing. I do 3 normal meteors. Right. I keep the things that cost 2. Now it's like 28k double critical. You're at 2 damage. Are you going to take it? Probably not. So now you're going to be still at 2 damage while these columns swing. And if one of them hits, I'm putting 2 meteors to the bottom of the deck. So the next turn when I Persona ride, those 2 same meteors are going to go into my order zone and I'm drawing me 2 cards. On top of this is going to get retired and draw me another card. I honestly do think it's a good card.
I'll have to see it in practice.
Exactly. Wait a minute. Lon's going to be using this. Oh, God. Lon's going to have to choose. That's going to be fun. Anyway, moving on. You got Keter.
Okay. Heavenly Ordnance Dragon, Exalt Dragon. Dragon.
He looks cool. He looks just legitimately fucking cool.
This wish his ability was just as good.
I know.
Auto, when this unit is placed on rear guard, if you have a Vanguard Bastion in its card name, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, search your deck for up to 1 Bard of Heavenly Performance, Ludi, call it to rear guard in the same column as this unit and shuffle your deck.
So basically it's Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, call a card. And what is Ludi?
It's a grade 1 that says when this unit boosts a grade 3 or greater unit, you may, if you have a Vanguard Bastion in its card name, this unit gets power +5.
It's a 13k boost. You basically make a 28 column.
Yeah. But here's my issue. This is Bastion.
Yeah.
And you're running a grade 1 in your deck.
Yeah.
For Bastion.
Yeah. I feel like Bastion in the early days of D, they said, here's the support, and they said, oh shit. And now they're compensating, but not giving it as much, not to break it again.
I mean, that's how I feel about Bruce. Because
yeah.
I'm looking at that, it's like, man, that's kind of like a set 1 rare. Or
yeah.
Rare.
And then you get Nirvana. It's like, yeah, just jump to grade 4. Why won't you?
Or stuff like this.
Man, I would have loved card like Nirvana in Bruce. Oh, you're already grade 3? Let me just go to my grade 4 and activate Final Rush. Cool. Let's go.
Speaking of going in and doing your own thing, let's talk about this guy. Dead Sea Spiritualist Grave Zorga.
No. Grave
Equals
Zorga.
So, continuous Vanguard. If you did Alchemagic this turn, your front row gets power +5. Act Vanguard. Once per turn, cost Soul Blast 1. Discard a card from your hand. Choose a normal order from your drop. Put it into your hand and intend it in a turn. When you play a normal order, you can bind a normal order with a different card name and Alchemagic. So, he gives you some extra power when you Alchemagic, and he lets you basically tutor for any order.
Yeah.
Only downside is that Alchemagic is now tied to a Soul Blast and a discard.
Hold up. You can just play the order, right? You don't
You have to pay the cost to get the skill to Alchemagic.
And then you have to also pay the cost of the Alchemagic skill.
Yeah. That's the only downside to it, so you have to be better in resource management, but it does give you more control overall.
I mean, I like him. We'll see how he plays out whenever we test him, but I honestly like him.
I mean, he's good in certain builds.
Yeah.
It just depends on what your build want to do.
I mean, it's the same with Orfist. You can't play Bunker Orfist with new Orfist. It's pointless. So you just make a different kind of Orfist deck that runs it, and
Exactly.
It's never like, oh, this card doesn't fit in this deck. No, this card needs its own deck to be around it. Anyway, another one.
Sylvan Horn Beast Armati. Auto rearguard. When your other unit attacks from the back row, cost counterblast 1. Put this unit into your soul, and the attacking unit gets power +10 until the end of battle. It's just okay.
I don't like it.
So it helps you with issues that you do have in Maggie where you're trying to get power, but I feel like you can use that counterblast for a bear instead.
Exactly. Question: do you need soul in Maggie that bad?
Depending on the matchups. If you're going against snow, I can see it.
So the only merit this card honestly has is the fact that it goes to soul, because the ability to counterblast and give something 10k, you can do that a lot better with. I was gonna use its proper name, but I forgot. Genosula, yeah. Like Genosula is always gonna give something 15k, and then if you rip triggers, it might give it 25. Or if you chain Genosula, overall it's just a better card than this overall in the sense of giving something power for a counterblast. Now, if you really need the soul, though, then you can swap this out, swap Genosula out for this. You get still power to one of your units. You don't get as much. You can't chain over triggers, but at least you're putting something in the soul and getting your soul costs up.
Yeah.
So it's a preference card, but I honestly do think Genosula is just overall better than this 100%.
On a bright note, if you're running Genosula with this, you can give the Genosula an extra 10.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it just depends. It's okay.
It's 2CB to have a Genosula give something 25.
It's not amazing, but it's not bad. It's an okay card.
And then the last card we're going to cover, because apparently Keter only got one card triple rare in this set. Like, Dragon Empire got 2. Brandt got 3. Keter got 1. Stoicheia got 2. And Dark States got 2. No, we got Greedon. Yeah, we didn't get any barrel support. Yeah. So some people got more, some people got less. They completely forgot about Hexorb.
Real.
Yep. Anyway, the other card I did want to mention in this set are the heal triggers. So in set 5, we got heal triggers with effects that basically say if your opponent's unit is swinging for the second time this turn, that specific unit, this heal trigger gains another 15k shield, and their 10k shield base heals, which means they're 25k shields in the right moment. So against certain matchups, that works. You play against Nirvana, that helps against, Esmeralda. You play against Bruise, that helps against anything. Against certain matchups, it really helps, but it's also against certain matchups. So what did it do? Well, they decided to make heal triggers for the other matches.
Yep. So now if they're swinging for 2 or more crit, that's not
exactly
a trigger effect or an ability.
So, for example, we have the Dark States heal trigger, Brilliant Flora Uania. Fucking love this card, sorry. But her ability is, the way the heal trigger is worded, still 10k heal shield. Auto when this unit is put on guarded circle, if the attacking unit's critical is 2 or greater, and its critical is increased by a non-trigger effect ability, or its original critical is 2 or greater, this unit gets 15 until the end of turn. So basically, every other critical increase but a trigger increase, this thing is a 25k shield.
Yeah, pretty much. It's basically like, oh, that's a cool Esmeralda that, just gain an extra crit.
Yeah, but if you honestly look at this, it's a really good card because 25k shield is nothing to sneeze about. Like Barrow Magnus, let's say you do a normal Barrow Magnus turn, right? You're swinging for a 23 double critical Vanguard. You put just this down, that's already 2 to pass.
And this is equivalent to 30k crit signals.
Yeah. Well, 5k shy, but still close enough.
Yeah, exactly. It's equivalent.
Like, look at all the matchups this is again. Well, we recently did an MOB where this fucking heal trigger was a pain in my fucking existence because it was 3 to pass. And I'm like, fuck. Then you got, like I said, Barrow Magnus is another one. Bruce is another one. You can technically use this against. But, you know, with Bruce, depending on what the field looks like, you might use PGs before you use this.
I just wish.
Honestly, no, this is really good against Bruce. You know why? A lot of people are running Edens.
Yeah, true.
Let's see here. What is another deck that just gains criticals on Vanguard because?
Oh, technically this does work against Bruce.
Oh yeah, Bruce gains criticals from abilities,
yeah.
But you know, if they got guard restricts on Vanguard, you'd rather use a PG than this and save this for, you know, an Eden that's swinging double critical.
Yeah. Barrow Magnus gains crits.
Yep. I feel like we're forgetting.
Zorga's dragons gain crits.
Yeah, that's very useful against those fuckers.
Rain.
Snow.
Yeah, snow.
Everything the snow does, yeah. If she gets a 10, it's like, okay.
Balsagra gains crits.
Zorga gains crits. So yeah, they basically covered. We haven't actually thought about this, but they basically covered both camps of abilities that all decks possess. I think there's like a niche that don't do any of this, and they're always going to be just 10k shields against those decks, but I can't remember any of them off the top of my head. Orfist. Even the Bunker Orfist. These are always going to be 10k crits, 10k shields.
I'll tell you one that's running around rampant right now. Magnolia.
Yeah, nothing restands and nothing gains a critical on its own, so these are always going to just be 10ks.
Yeah.
I feel like they need to make another Heal Guardian that has the last camp covered.
Of multi-attacks.
Something like that. If your opponent's
5 or more attacks.
I'd say if your opponent's attacked 3 or more times this turn. If your opponent's attacked 4 or more times this turn, they gain 25. Because I feel like those are going to see a lot more play. Because like you said, Maggie is a good example. Orfist, the new ones are going to be a good example. Some of the lyrical decks. Oh yeah. Oh my god, these are amazing against Laura Nero when she gains a crit.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, there's camps, and then it'll show people like different kind of builds. You want to play this one or that one, or just stick with the 15Ks, you know, deck list.
But I don't see people running more than 2 for the simple fact that if the condition's not met, it's still just a 10k shield.
Yeah, it really comes down to meta-analysis and then play styles. Because if the meta's rampant with people to get crits, you want to run this. If the meta's rampant with stuff that restands, you want to run the other one. If the meta's rampant with Maggie, you want to run the 15k one.
Yep.
So it's all about preference, which is I think is a really good thing that these cards are presenting. Anyway, with that being said, that's been it for the leaks. If you're interested in picking up any of these cards that we just mentioned, go check out Triple Sleeve TCG.
They got great deals on singles, glance splits, and even cases, so go check out their website.
Link will be in the description. I hope they ship internationally. Anyway, jokes out of the way. I'm going to just remind them real quick. Please, please, please. I know this is greedy, but please share around. Let people have people subscribe. Share with your friends. Let's hit that 10K while I'm still here. Oh, God, fucking please.
10K is so close.
I know, right? It was going to be so sad if I'm back home and we're doing a 10K video chat.
Yeah. Come on, we can do it.
Exactly. Anyway, with that being said, the only other thing we're going to cover real quick is the announcements for the trial decks and Boosted 6. There's been other stuff that leaked, but like I said, we don't want to go over an hour. We're going to just keep going as is. The break was nice, but oh well. Before set 6, we're first getting the introduction of 3 trial decks. And we know what those trial decks are.
Yes.
So before I leave, we need to make one more video.
Yep.
I'm so sorry, Connor.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. The slap bet has kind of gone full circle, and we have the results. And unlike last time, this one's going to be a lot worse. And I feel bad about it.
This one's going to hurt.
Yeah. Anyway, the trial decks are basically for Stoicheia, Keter, and Dark State. So I'm going to have pictures right here. I don't know the names. I don't know nothing because we don't have nothing pulled up. But we're just going to give you the gist of it.
Stoicheia is another Neonectar build, looks like.
It looks more Neonectar than any Neonectar we've ever gotten in D.
Yes, like it's better. It looks more Neonectar than Roa.
Yeah, and then Shadow Paladins, or technically Keter, look like actual Shadow Paladins. So now next to PBD, we're gonna have whatever this does, and then Dark States. Yes, that is Dark States, even though it looks like Brandt Gate. I want it. I want it.
Looks so close to like a DI dragon than anything I've ever seen.
I'm really curious to see what it does, because if I remember correctly, those two, like the Stoicheia and the Dark States, just got their own gimmicks. The fun thing is the Keter one, the Shadow Paladin looking one, is actually going to be introducing a new keyword called over something. I honestly should have pulled it up.
Oh, I didn't know. This is my first time hearing about this.
Really?
Yes.
All right, we're going to pause it here, and I'm just going to make a cut. Because now I need to find these, because now I'm actually curious.
Over. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're getting another overdress keyword.
Oh my god.
Yeah, didn't you know that?
No. I was already tempted just from the artwork to not make this. Please don't make me have more reasons to make this.
Yeah, we're getting another overdress keyword. Like I said, from the top to the bottom, the Trial Deck 1 Stoicheia, be heard my tone of at full bloom.
Oh,
please do not give bloom back.
Oh, this is straight up Neonectar right there.
Yeah. Then we got the Dark States one. The future is here. The soul of the fourth flame blazes up. So it's definitely going to be something that does with soul, because it is still Dark States. Fourth flame blazes up. I am scared to see what it does.
Better not be a grade 4.
And then to Alex's shock, yes, Trial Deck 3, fall down as deep as you can, Revoldress.
Even its flavor text screams even the description sounds shadowy.
And it's a new overdress keyword called Revoldress. We currently have overdress that's in Nirvana, that you put normal units on top of units. We got boost dress that's in Boss Sagara that just, is a condition you meet and the card gains, on boost powers. And now we got Revoldress, and I got no clue what it's going to do, because over makes sense. Boost dress makes sense. You boost. What the fuck is Revolt?
And then we're going to have Will Dress too.
Will Dress is the name of the anime. Yes, they're getting a new season. We probably already covered this. It's called Will Dress. But if they make a new keyword, Will Dress, then I'm gonna lose my shit even more. Because again, over dress makes sense. You put our card over.
Yeah.
Boost dress makes sense. You boost and gain an ability. What the fuck is Revolt? Rotate? No. Revolt. Revolt? Retire? I don't know.
We'll see.
Oh my god, if it's Shadow Paladin, more retire. Anyway, with that being said, we also got announcements for Booster Set 6 and the cover art. Ta-da!
Yep.
Well, look on the bright side, people that were complaining about this. It's not another Verena on the cover art.
Another Nirvana, which means that grade 1's going to get even more dumb down the road.
Yeah. Wait, grade 1?
The one that rides with Nirvana.
Because we don't know if this is a grade 3 or not. We're currently classifying it as Titvana. While that joke is funny or not funny, depending on who you are, this art fucking looks amazing. Like, yes, it's feminized, but this is still a fucking majestic dragon, and this just looks amazing in my opinion.
If this is a grade 3, I'm going to lose it for one reason. That the grade 1 will let them Persona ride on first grade 3.
What? Oh, yeah, because you can technically... No, wait.
It rides from hand, right?
Yeah, but you can ride only a grade 4.
No. I'm saying if this is a grade 3...
Yeah.
And it has Persona ride...
Yeah.
Means you can ride this in your ride deck, then use the grade 1.
The grade 1 rides only grade 4s, right?
No. It just rides a Nirvana.
You sure?
You want to go back and check?
I'm going back and checking. Actually, I can just go over here. You sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Vanguard's grade 3 or greater. Careless one. She say one card with Nirvana. Oh, yeah, it does.
So you can technically Persona ride while your opponent's at grade...
I think you can do that with the OG Nirvana right now with her.
Yeah, I know, but depending on what this one's skill is, could be worse.
You're not wrong. I think it's going to be a grade 4 because they just made a whole grade 4 synergy deck. If they go back to grade 3, it's just going to mess it up.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, it looks... I don't know. Like, there's so many unknown factors about this card. We don't have any descriptions to my knowledge about it.
Also, if this is another grade 4, Does this mean that other decks from the start decks are getting other grade 4s?
I'm
too?
hoping. If I get another Bruce, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna completely just
Another
lose it.
Maggie.
The meta's not ready for that. One more thing about the trial decks that I honestly forgot to mention. We got this little graphic. Some people translated it. It's basically telling us that the trial decks are going to be the most trial decky we've ever seen them. What I mean by that is the cards are actually going to have instructions of what some of the symbols on the card actually mean. For example, if a vanilla card grade 1 is in there, it's going to have a nice big text box that says what the symbol for boost means. They're going to be basically flashcards for Vanguard.
Yeah.
And then the proper versions are going to be in the set, apparently, which is a little bit concerning in all honesty.
Also, the name of the trial decks here, Lord.
Yeah, that was funny. So I'm not too sure how I like this. Them doing, full-on instructions in the cards and the trial decks, and then printing the normal cards inside of the set.
I get and I understand why, because trying to explain how to play the game to somebody who's never played the game can be very daunting to some people. Like I try to explain to my wife how to play the game, and it's still hard for her to grasp concepts of it. So having a visual on top of the cards of what to do while you're trying to play, it probably helps a lot better than just trying to tell somebody to read a rule book.
I completely agree with you. So we'll see. Maybe this is good. Maybe this isn't. It's going to take away slots if this is the case in set 6.
It also gives a less incentive to buy the trial deck too, because if you're just getting the same cards in the booster set, why buy the trial deck?
Yeah.
When you're just needing to buy the booster set anyways, you might as well just buy the booster set if you already know how to play.
Yeah. I think the trial deck is a good thing for new players. Like they're going to get a trial deck. They're going to learn the game. It's going to be fully cheap. They're going to get the instructions. But then if they really want the actual cards, like I said, booster set. Yeah. On a side note, I'm just looking at the Dark States art right here. I love how his description was 4 elements, and I'm now just seeing 4 orbs.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for this, boy. Anyway, we're going to end it here. That was episode 133. We talked a lot about, Festival Collection, the upcoming sets, and all that. We're going to continue covering whatever starts leaking, which means right now we're still in V-Clan Collection, so we want to see what that does. Glendios hasn't been revealed yet, so that's going to be hype.
Yep.
With that being said, we're going to end it here. So thank you everybody so much for watching. If you like the video, please like, share with your friends. Comment down below what you think about Nirvana or the trial decks. If you like what I do here, please subscribe. Get more people to subscribe so we can get that 10K before I fucking leave.
Tell your friends to smash that subscribe button.
And ring that bell to get notified when we do shit. And that, if you follow us on Facebook, join us on our Discord, follow us on Twitter, or watch us on Twitch. With that being said, I've been Philip.
This is Alex.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Please.
No woo, just please.
We got like 3 weeks to get to 10K. 4. Please.